So first, let's take a look at our hand, and as you can see, I'm going first, which is not ideal for this deck. I built this deck specifically to go second with a lot of cards like Gameciel and Raigeki and stuff. So going first is not my favorite thing to do with this deck. And looking at my hand, it's pretty bad, especially since I'm going first. 2 Kaijus, not really necessary now. Raigeki, cannot use it right now, and Called by the Grave. Waiting for the Ash Blossom, just in case. So the only thing I can do is activate Pot of Extravagance first, remember, at the start of your main phase, so this has to be your first card. And at this point I'm praying to God that they don't have an Ash Blossom, but they usually do. But this time I have Called by the Grave, just in case. So let's see, let's bet. Does Ash Blossom appear in my opponent's hand? By a miracle, it did not. So I have Suanmo, very good draw. Suanmo is going to start my plays, discard the extra Gameciel to add the YUGIOH. So I'm going to add YUGIOH because if he's added from the deck to the hand by another Ancient Warrior card, you can special summon it. So my intention here is to special summon Double Dragon Lord. Yeah, I want to end on Double Dragon Lord and Lufeng. And I think that's the best possible board I can have at this moment. Yeah. So Double Dragon Lord comes in. Very good card. I'm going to add the Lufeng. When he's link summoned, you can add 1 Ancient Warrior card from the deck to the hand. Unless there's an Ash Blossom. So there's a Lufeng. Special summon, and put down 1 card. I didn't want to put down Evenly Matched because I'm going to try to save it for if I have an empty board. If you control no cards. And then I would use Evenly Matched the next turn. So, trying to restrain myself, trying not to put everything down. But Called by the Grave I think is okay to put down. So, I have a quick effect return to the hand, which is a good effect, and a quick effect pop. So, not bad. I think this is the best I could do. And my opponent, I was shocked when I saw this, is playing Hey Trunade. Hey Trunade. When was the last time you saw this card? I saw this card in Duel Links, and it was definitely oppressive over there. But Hey Trunade is really similar to Giant Trunade, but this one is only for set cards. So Called by the Grave is gone. Goodbye, return to me. And unfortunately, we see the Lightning Storm. You hate to see it happen, but it does. So goodbye. I don't have any answer to this. Yep, so that's, again, a weakness of this deck. Very little destruction protection, especially from mass removal, like Torrential Tribute and Raigeki, Lightning Storm, all these different kind of things. And I haven't seen that card before, but I have seen this one before. Lyralusc, Recital Starling. So I saw after the fact that my opponent is playing pure Lyralusc, not Tri-Brigade Lyralusc, which is bird up deck. No, it's pure Lyralusc. So basically, Lyralusc is going to swarm me with a bunch of annoying level 1 Winged Beast cards and try to, give me a bad day. So let's see what happens. This is one of their main cards. I highly recommend ashing it or doing something to stop it because this can search from the deck to the hand. And one of the things that Lyralusc is really good at is to swarm. So these cards from the hand, they can activate from the hand and do crazy things like special summon themselves and then find another card to special summon. So let's see what happens. Yep, there's one of them. It's going to reveal. Yep. Going to reveal, special summon. So now he has 2 different cards. And another Recital Starling. So it's not once per turn, as you can see. Going to add another one. I think it's the same card. No, it's a different one. So it's going to use this effect now to special summon from the graveyard. Yeah, so this one. This one can target 1 Lyralusc in the graveyard to special summon both this card and that monster. And this one can special summon itself if you control a level 1 Winged Beast card. So, as you can see, they're very good at swarming. And my opponent's going to go into Assembled Nightingale. I famously associate this with Zeus and pulling victories out of nowhere. I've definitely been on the receiving end of a Zeus after this card. It can attack directly, and it can't be destroyed by card effects or battle if it detaches one of the materials. So I'm fully prepared to see a Zeus after this, and I'm pretty not happy about that. He's going to hit me with some chip damage, and I have a nice little surprise waiting for him, evenly matched. A great addition to the deck. Now he's going to banish cards until he only has one. Yep. So this is much more manageable now, but still I'm waiting for something, cannot do anything. So I drew the Lufeng, not helpful here. And my opponent's going to continue to love tap me, but I'm shocked that he's not summoning Zeus. And I checked after the game, he actually does have it in the extra deck, so I'm not entirely sure why he was hesitant to do that, but you know, lucky me, I guess. Yeah, so he's only going to end on this. I finally grabbed something to help me. Tenki. So he's about to detach one of the material. Lyralusc monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, a card effect. And, annoyingly enough, cannot take battle damage. So as you can see here, I'm going to try to do some damage, but nothing's going to happen. Swanmo, my starter. Summon Swanmo. Special summon Lufeng. Activate Swanmo to get rid of this. And Called by the Grave. That's a really good play by him. So Called by the Grave, he's going to banish my Swanmo in the graveyard and prevent the Swanmo on my field from activating. So now I'm stuck with Swanmo and Lufeng. And I wanted to grab something else, probably Zhangde. But, yep, I used the Kaiju. I don't want to deal with that nonsense. I destroy the Kaiju with Lufeng. I am blind and forgot that there's no battle damage this turn because of Assemble Nightingale. I put down the Called by the Grave, which is going to win me the game, hint hint. Yep. So, my opponent used Called by the Grave on me one turn ago. I have a surprise for him. So I'm about to banish the Barrow Canary and prevent this one from activating its effect. Yep. So, goodbye. You will not be missed. So that's going to be negated, and then he's going to set a card. What do I have? Zhangde. I really wish I saw you a couple turns ago, but that's okay. So Zhangde activated his effect. Now I'm going to use Swanmo's effect to return a card from the field to the hand. Discard the Raigeki, don't need it. Get the Liu Xuan, normal summon, and then OTK. Now Liu Xuan, you can grab another card, draw a card, and I won. So, Lyralusc, an interesting deck. It's kind of refreshing to see it without Tri-Brigade for once, but I still wonder why my opponent didn't summon Zeus. Even though I did have the Gamma Seal, like he doesn't know that, so if it was me, I would be summoning Zeus to see if I could, take care of the problems. But even if he did, I did have the Gamma Seal, but an interesting duel here, I think. Alright, and we're ready to begin. So, before anything happens, let's take a look at our hand. It's not bad, I guess. Since we're going second, the Harpy's Feather Duster definitely has a little bit more value. But here's Evenly Matched. It's a card I just added recently, and I'm really liking it. And I think it's a really great addition to the deck. So, maybe we'll see it in action during these replays. But I got a starter Swanmo, that's pretty good, and Liu Xuan, he is not as good as Swanmo, but still acceptable, and then Ash Blossom. So let's see, what is my opponent playing? So immediately he plays Unexpected Die, which can special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster. And, a couple different decks use this, but I don't want to see what he's playing just yet, so I'm going to negate that. And then I'm immediately greeted with a Gladiator Beast Eldlich, who is a Gladiator Beast card, and I really don't fight Gladiator Beast decks ever, so it's going to be an interesting experience. So he summons the Link Spider, and then this card is really good for the Gladiator Beast decks. Special summon one Gladiator Beast from your hand or graveyard with a different type. It cannot be destroyed by battle. So basically, this is a Monster Reborn. And I think most lists that I've seen for Gladiator Beasts, they play like 3 of this, because it's like really good. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. I know for Gladiator Beast that they like to end on the Domitianus, I think. It's like this big purple dinosaur, or blue, or something. But I think that's going to be his end board. So he's going to summon the Eldlich with the effect of Link Spider. Going to grab the Test Panther. It's kind of similar to Double Dragon Lords. It can add another card from your deck to your hand. So here you can add a Gladiator Beast from your deck to your hand, and then here's a pretty neat trick with it. If you can shuffle one of your Gladiator Beast cards, and then special summon another Gladiator Beast with the same effect as if it was special summoned by Gladiator Beast. So that's one of the gimmicks with Gladiator Beast. If they're special summoned through battle or through another Gladiator Beast, they get different effects. So let's see what happens here. Yep, here it is. Gladiator Beast come back again. So it's not once per turn. So this is a really good card for Gladiator Beast. Oh man, the Eldlich again. Recycling that guy. So, put him back into the deck, shuffle him in, and now we get Augustus. Augustus can special summon cards. Yep. Special summons another Augustus, and then... Yep. So, Gladiator Beasts. Here's another one of the gimmicks, especially with their like fusion monsters. You can shuffle them into the deck instead of using polymerization. So, Tama Editor, he's a really good card. He's going to special summon a Gladiator Beast fusion monster, ignoring its conditions. And I think it's going to be the Gladiator Beast boss monster. Yep. It's a Domitianus. It's a sea serpent. That's kind of rare to see. I think the other choice is going to be Heraclinos, I believe. And Domitianus is okay, I guess. It only has a single monster negate. So this board is not very impressive in my opinion. Just a single negates and basically 2 vanillas. So let's see what I can do. Okay, I open up Raigeki, which is the death sentence. Goodbye. Yeah. So, those things can happen. It happens to me a lot too. Ancient Warriors don't really have any protection effects. So, that kind of situation happens a lot. I get nailed by Dark Hole and Raigeki and Lightning Storm all the time. So, those things happen. And he does Max C, but that doesn't matter at all. I discard the Harpy's Feather Duster because I don't really need it right now. I get Lu Feng with the Swan Mo Search. Special summon him. Attack for some damage. Alright, very nice. Let's see what I do. I set the evenly matched. So my end board is okay. I have Lu Feng, a quick effect pop, and I have Swan Mo, who can return monsters to the opponent's hand if another Ancient Warrior card activates. And usually that's going to be Lu Feng, and sometimes Zhengde. So let's see what happens. Nothing. So I definitely have been in this situation before. You're just praying to God that you grab something useful. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I can Ash Blossom. I attack for some more damage, and then I win, I think. Yeah. So, Raigeki. A single card can change the match. So, unlucky, but those things happen. Let's see. I'm going second. And my hand is okay, I think. It's pretty good, actually, I think. I got Harpy's Feather Duster for the Spell and Trap removal. Called by the Grave. A wonderful addition to the deck. Banishing cards, so I'm going to be targeting Eldlich and Sky Striker Ace Ray, and Destiny Hero Malicious, and Ash Blossom, and a million other different things. So I think Called by the Grave is definitely a good addition to the deck. And I got my starter and a follow-up with Lufeng. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. Reasoning. Oh, and what is that? Eldlich with Reasoning. Haven't seen this before, but I can see how it works. So he's going to activate Reasoning, and I'm going to call level 4. That's usually my guess for Reasoning. And he's going to get a free replacement for the Eldlich. Yep. So it's going to go to the graveyard, and then I think, yeah, he's going to banish this card to set another card. So Eldlich is going to be special summoned through Reasoning. Haven't seen that before. So there's Eldlich, and he's going to discard, he's going to banish that to get the Conquistador. So that's going to be a really annoying, board already. So it can destroy one card. And of course Eldlich, they lay down a million different trap cards. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so thank the lucky stars that I got Harpy's Feather Duster. And he's going to special summon the Conquistador and the Huaquero. But since they're also treated as trap cards, see that? This card is still a trap card. Harpy's Feather Duster will destroy them regardless. So he's going to have an almost clear board. Yeah, so they're going to be summoned, but they're going to disappear right about now. Yeah. And I even destroyed the Golden Land Forever. So I guess he didn't want to use its effect to tribute Eldlich to negate my Harpy's Feather Duster. So, that's okay. That's his choice. And right now he only has Eldlich and nothing really else. So let's see what I can do. Special summon Guan Yin. Always appreciated. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So, I have a free body on board. I use the Tenki to add another Swanmo, because why not? I'm going to follow up with Swanmo, my starter, and then a follow-up with Lufeng. Remember, Lufeng can special summon himself if you control the highest attack Ancient Warrior card. So I'm going to do my plays. I'm going to discard the Tenki. I'm going to add the Zhangde. Zhangde can special summon himself if there's 2 or more Ancient Warrior cards. I'm about to use him. Yep, so I use Lufeng to destroy the Golden Lord. Zhangde to special summon himself, and it's an OTK. There we go. Feels good. Feels good to beat Eldlich. Goodbye. Goodbye. So there we go.